So, gender people, that introduction that you just heard with those nice piano licks, nice flowing keyboard chords of an introduction to a song is highlighting the man, Jermaine, wonderful keyboard player. Alright. We're going to hold a reason. I'm going to share a little vibe about this brother. This wonderful brother. Great, great musician. Don't even know where to start. But I was prompted to just do this this video. Because of certain emotions, that is happening. We're going through some rough times right now, gender people. And we have to pay some respect to the great Toots. Sorry about the past, and condolences to the family and the maid and some other people in the music fraternity same way. But for this particular video that I'm doing, I am trying to pay a very, very, very special respect, to Jermaine, keyboard player Jermaine we are talking about. This video is about remembering Jermaine. A lot of people might have a lot more things to say about Jermaine, but this is my like 2 cents. Yeah. Great keyboard player. I tell you, and sadly missed. When we get the news, I was like, I just freeze. I couldn't even. I have to just make it cool off for a while, and then me even sound up in brother Pernell, and whole thing confirm up CMA, but great keyboard player. Yeah, well, I had the privilege to share stage with them, both on the local scene, and international scene. But what I really mean is local stage, international stage. And we played in, I remember having gigs with him in the Sandals Negro Hotel. Some of them I may not remember, but he has worked with my band Irie Connection at Point Village same way. We have done gigs at Grand Lido, and hedonism. So I pretty much know who we're talking about, and I've also had the privilege to share the stage with him at Sumfest. Very good keyboard player. We go town and we do a lot of rehearsals with these artists and so forth. So at one stage I was a part of Sane Band, and that is where he came in as well as a keyboard player. Playing with Jermaine is like a lot of people just couldn't understand him playing, and maybe him attitude. Some people classify him as a madman. I may use the term that Jermaine mad, but in a positive way. Mad at the craft. While other people have other meaning. So that guy was just crazy about him craft. And enough people could not understand his style of playing, so to speak. And one thing I can say, playing with Jermaine will sometimes, the way how him play, he will sometimes let you feel like everything that you play on your instrument probably is wrong because of just in interpretation and the levels of a music. You understand? So if you go there and you play the Jermaine and you play like just basic, you might realize that you are just, I mean, very much apart from where he is. That's you have to wonder if why I'm a play right or why you are play is right. You know what I mean? But him pretty much is a great keyboard player and him follow melodies a lot. So him voicing and him choice of cards that him play is really melody. So he sometimes might play some card voicing that is not actually the card that accompany the song in a real life, then, so to speak, but it's a kind of a substitution based on his voicing and melodies that he's following. That is Jermaine. You know, I can remember one time playing a gig with him at Grand Leader, and you know, he's a man like this. Sometimes we'll just take a piece of music, we're doing like some jazz thing, and if we take a piece of music and just switch the timing, you know, because we're doing it live, just switch the timing from the regular timing, and you would have some musician would can't interpret it because they know the song one way, and then they know so the timing can change. You can change it, the timing, swing it a different way, but it's the same song. That means that the movements either going to move quicker in terms of progression, or the movements going to either move slower, but it's just the timing. You know what I mean? So I have experienced those kind of things where the man see people, and I could easily adapt when I hear those kind of stuff that he was doing. You know, one I think that amazed me about Jermaine is that I remember one time doing the same gig at Grandy. There was a relief job we doing there, and I said I need to find out something from this guy because his playing is so amazing, and there's something that is, you know, telling me to say, hey, you need to find out something from this guy. So one at a time we inside of the room, and that them gave us to stay and so forth. And it's not a man where you can just get to so easy, but him good like that. You have to just know if you approach him, you know, because it's very kind of, how to say, no, aggressive and thin skin. But you have to know, but it's very airy. You just have to know how to deal with him. And I tell us now is that me approach him and start. I don't remember how me start, but me start to we get down to some cards progression and something. We discuss some things, and I realized that the discussion and the relationship that we have with the music in that forum was some stuff that I had studied in a book, because I am a self-taught musician. You know? I mean, 90% of what I know, I'm a guitarist by profession. You know, I play a little bass, CMA, and you know, the whole works. And 90% of what I know in music is self-taught. You know, I didn't really get the help, but I saw it go. You know, we give thanks still, but we still share the knowledge. You know, and as I was saying, you know, I was talking to Jermaine about these progressions and so forth, and some other stuff that I'm doing in music, and I realize is that the levels of the music that he's playing was something that I had studied on my own in a music book. I could see the complete duplicate of what the reasoning was at the moment. You know what I mean? And you know, when I compare it and put it together, I said, but this is the same thing happening in the books that I have read and studied. And that was the same example that he was exactly displaying on stage at times where a lot of musicians, especially like bassman, and you know, could never understand. And once I grabbed onto that and realized that, okay, this is how you are playing now, that make things very much easier for me because I could easily just transit to all the stuff that I learned and start to executing them with this brother. You know what I mean? And it make life so easier. And that is what I want to hear. When him hear you compliment him them way there, you know, it's a spiritual vibration musically start to just rise and him just lift up and him just start going on elements like that. That is Jermaine. Let's listen to a live instrumental track with the Irie Connection Band featuring Jermaine on keyboard. enthused, you know, to realize that I could step up to the level, you know, and with him and keep up with him in those times. You know what I mean? Him have some other side of him where him flip, but he flip because of the seriousness of his music. He's easily troubled if somebody interrupt the energy and the vibration of him depend musically, you know, and that would just kill the whole vibe. That is Jermaine. You know, I can share a few instances. I remember playing at Point Village and he was playing with my band, and we had a rehearsal. I think it was Claudet Miller review, you know, them do some kind of high energy kind of technical kind of thing, show off well tight. And myself, within 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, the rehearsal was over with. You know, because every man sharp and them thing. I remember, I think it was Prentice on bass and myself on guitar, Jermaine on keyboard. I don't remember who was on drum, but maybe the drummer was not so sharp, but have a little experience. But, you know, when everybody combined together, you know, we just put the thing together. Yes, I'm going to tell you that in about 15 minutes, man, the show done. The rehearsal finished. And later in the night, I tell you, man, when if you do the show, you know, this is the flip side that you're you know. The man not getting back the same sound, you know. Him not getting back the same sound when did I get in the rehearsal, and it just kill him energy. And when you see that happen now, I just one animal play with. You know, I get the full Jermaine. So that's how he is. You can't in meds easily if you just get mashed up because of how deep this brother is with his music. Everything just have to just right. You know, you have another side of it again where you go outside a song, and when you go outside of the song, him start to hear some little things like, you know, someone like, oh, if you go and him just say stop, make him alone, go outside, and him do him little thing down, put on him card them and set it somewhere and then go outside and just end it. Him like is a perfectionist in that sense. That is Jermaine. You know what I mean? I can share another instance with him again also at Reggae Sumfest. You know, he was on stage, we were about to kick things off, but I think he had his fiancée to come in outside of the gate and they wouldn't let her in, so he had to go and figure out what the problem real quick and come back. And you know, Sumfest, you know, them kind of show the kind of tight when them ready. So them actually, you know, did an announce and they call him name, you know, on the microphone. And remember, me tell her, that's the worst thing the man could have ever do. I mean, we're up on this stage with this whole heap of people in front of it. I remember the man is so upset. You know, band well rehearsed and tight and crazy, you know, ready for shell down the place. And the man is so upset that you know call him name on the microphone. I remember me tell her, I one hand the man start play with all them mad overture and all these things, introduction that we had, you know, get that from him kind of vex, you know. And that's what, you know, energy just drop, and then I just one hand man play. Sure I go down, but you know, I get the full Jermaine, you know. I can share another instance again. You know, these things are kind of fun, but it's just a journey. And as I say, remembering Jermaine, we're there at Kingston. I think it's at Jimmy Cliff Studio. We're doing some rehearsal there, and you know, seeing man always have a bag of artists who back up and thing. And I don't remember which artist this, but you know, some of these artists, them, no disrespect, but some of them can't sing. You know, we have to tell the truth, you know, in terms of them tone there for, you know, you can't hold a key or note properly or key or whatever you want to say, out a key and all these things. And I can remember Jermaine inside of the rehearsal we have played. And Jermaine, the artist start to go half key at the rehearsal, and Jermaine mad stop and start to hit the note with him finger and say, yo, you can't hear this, man. You can't hear this. You're deaf, man. You can't hear this. And the artist and the volunteers, they never tell us everybody just silent because him just crazy like that. You know, because he's just a perfectionist and him just can't hear anything where I go wrong. Him have another style again where if anything I play wrong in the music, it's in the box out the sound out time ears. Him don't want to hear it. You know, him don't want to hear that. You know, it's amazing, that brother. But we really have some good time playing. I remember again, you know, sometimes we have some rehearsal for some reggae show and one time I think Steven, bass player, was playing at the time. I don't quite remember the drummer because sometimes so much changes happen. I don't remember which drummer, but you know, myself and guitar and Jermaine again and Steve and bass, and you know, we always, when we rehearsal time, we always forget the little jazz thing and the little hotel thing where we can just warm up ourselves and feel good and set our mind in a good, you know, good place. Prepare yourself mentally for the rehearsal. So we just go and work out ourselves on some jazz thing, and you know what I mean? And we always have some massive elements that grow in terms of the music, man, and every man experiment and every man do them thing, and the thing just crazy, you know, the thing just mad, you know, the kind of energy we always try to create before we hit the rehearsal, you know, just to keep our mind and you know, our body mentally and physically focused on the instruments and the music itself. You know what I mean? So we always have them kind of, and me I tell you, those are some really good times. And me I tell you the truth, man. Jermaine is a guy we are going boy, sadly miss. Me I tell you the truth, you know, Jermaine. There's a whole lot I can say about Jermaine, you know. But you know, I don't want to make this video here too extremely long. But I mean, a lot of people have shared their views too, you know, about Jermaine. But all I can say, he will be sadly missed, and my condolences to the family and strength, you know, more strength to all my brother Pernell. Well weak, you know, because you know, every time I see Pernell, I see Jermaine. Every time I see Jermaine, I see Pernell. Because Pernell is a guitarist too, and you know, we kind of know, understand, or even though the music kind of change, especially with some of these younger generation of musicians, you know, but we still have the passion there lie, you know, and sometimes the music not really go the way how we want it to go. But we have to do damn big, but we still have the passion there still, and we know when it's wrong and we know when it's right, you know. So basically them things, but yeah, you'll be sad to miss, man, honestly. No, this is Greeny, you know what I mean? You can subscribe to my channel, you know what I mean? And show love same way. Click the notification when you get this video. Share the whole thing, whole story about Jermaine, because this man is a legendary musician, is an icon. And as I said, you know, not playing with Jermaine or not experienced hearing Jermaine play, you would not know how great this musician brother really is. I tell you the truth. He's a great musician, man. Very good musician. I don't even know how to describe him skill. You know, how him ride all the pedal, how him play and certain good things, certain techniques, you know what I mean? If Jermaine is going to play a saxophone instrument on the keyboard, remember you're getting the same exact feel as a saxophone. If it's a flute, that's the way how the man think. Him not just play the sound because it's a flute or a sax. Him try to emulate the exact way how a saxophonist or a flute player or whichever instrument would execute that instrument, you know, and the sound, and him just give it to you. So when that connect, remember me tell you, you know, it's something else. Yeah. You know, so people, well, as I say, we have to big him up, and we love him, and you know, we sadly miss, and Well, I can't tell you how I feel in my heart, you know. So if you know, really know that it was somebody that I have been close with in terms of sharing stage and, you know, traveling together to Kingston and, you know, playing music, and you know, sometimes, you know, I mean, Jermaine is not even rest up on my bass and all them something. So when we talk about this brother, we don't say him close, you know, him close, you know, and for the people who think say Jermaine is a madman in terms of in a negative way, let me tell you, I don't have it wrong. You know, I don't have it wrong. But you know, sometimes a lot of people are going through stuff in life, and you know, it's only them alone know what them are go through, and it would cause them behavior if just flip at times, and that's how it really is. People have to just have understanding, you know. All we have to virgin, we have to just live good and wish the best for all. You get what I say? You know, sometimes we have to learn to forgive and even if you don't want to forget, but forgive and move on, because we are all human beings at the end of the day, and everybody would like for them to can be forgiven and for whatever they have done or whatever, you know. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, sometimes people hold things against people, sometimes them don't even know how it really go. But I mean, when we really say, especially in this time right now, we need to just make sure say we keep the peace and the love and the happiness, extend the gratitude, you know, amongst yourself, and right now, and I have to wait until when a man gone, we have to we have to try to set things afterwards. You get what I say? Yeah, if you say, well then, you know, I talked to him brother about maybe a month and a half ago, and I said, listen, me man, when time you find you go with Jermaine, remember I want to talk to him, want to hear him about, but it really never happened, and I can understand because people have a lot of things to do, and sometimes you can't remember just one single thing like that, you know. But I think him never have no phone at the time, so that's why I couldn't call him. Let's listen to another track again from this massive keyboard player. You know what I mean?